Hello everyone. Alright, so today I'm testing the Jormuntide Ignis versus the one with the fire passive versus the one with no fire passive. As you probably know, this guy cannot be breed at the moment, this current version. I don't know if next update will switch this, but he cannot have Legend or Flame Emperor transmit to him because he can only be breed by himself. So I took like more than 5 hours. Took me 5 hours on stream, but actually longer to get the lucky one. And today I'm trying to see if lucky is actually really needed. So basically, I have this guy which was a 112 attack on level 1. When I say 112, right, this one is 111, which means his base attack is 111 without the boost, right? You can also see the stats when you go and sell, when you try to sell your pals to merchant. They will appear also with their stats. That's also a quick little tip, right? So if you take like a pal merchant, like this one, and you try to sell, when you look at the pals in the selling mode, you can see directly their stats on the right here. So you see 111, 112, 109, 117, but he has 1 star because I do the test with him. So 112 is the max, right? So if you go on level 1s and you go around, you're like, okay, well, unless 113 is actually the max, I don't know, but I always take the highest one that I see in general. And did I, yeah, well, 33 because it's not level 1. But anyway, so that's what I take as a maximum. And yeah, so I had 112 with the stats I wanted, right? So I breed until I reach what I want. So I have pyromaniac level 4 star. I'm gonna 4 star. Then I had these two that were 112 at level 1. I leveled up, and they're both 268 attack, so they're the same attack, but this one has more defense. All right, so this one will be this one I will personally, I will switch this to elite. This is all I do. I put elite for the one I actually keep in my team, and this one will also be called elite. But first I will compare these two, right? So this guy was just yeah, this guy was just as a test for the stats, but he does not beat the other one. And this one is a 111. I keep it for now. I don't know. I will probably, let's put them, yeah, let's keep them here just so I don't sacrifice them by mistake, because they're still having good passive. And tomorrow I will I'm trying to breed a Blazamet that will also have Legend and Flame Emperor, and the other stats like let's say Elite Jet Dragon, right? So Legend, Ferocious, Muscle Head, and Flame Emperor. I do the same with all the guys. This one, Lord of the Sea. I always take the 20% passive. Jormuntide Ignis cannot have the 20% passive because he cannot get Flame Emperor from Blazamet. Blazamet boss version is the guy that gives the Flame Emperor buff. Oh, he's my boss version is here. So when you capture him, you see this guy was Flame Emperor and with Ferocious. That's why I 1-star him. When I first reached level 50, he was my strongest guy back in the day. And then I started breeding, and when I made elites guys and stuff. Alright, so let's go back to what I was doing, right? So this guy, elite this guy, and he's the one I need to 4-star. I'm gonna put everyone except for the breeding inside the base. I don't want to get XP going at the moment. I'm gonna remove Mosanda and Jormuntide. It's so laggy right now. What is happening? I mean, I had so I will put both in my team here, and we're gonna test the difference, right? So essentially the difference, as you've seen, this one is 80% attack damage, and no fire buff. The other guy instead is, let's say you don't have lucky, right? If you don't have lucky and you don't want to waste 8 hours like I did, it took me 5 hours on stream, but I did like 3 hours and more before the stream. So anyway, but if you don't want to waste that much time, and it doesn't mean it will be 8 hours, right? You could find it right away or not. So lucky give 15% attack, nothing crazy, which is the same as Hooligan here. That is removing work speed instead of giving work speed, but you don't care. But the thing is, for optimal thing, you want this. You can also use the other passive that do 15% attack but remove 15 defense, but I don't like removing defense, so I wanted lucky, right? But for pyromaniac, if this build is better, this build is 65% but 10% fire damage. Does it stack after? Does it do more damage? If this build does more damage, it means you don't even have to go with lucky. You can just switch lucky to Hooligan, to this one, because if you replace lucky by fire thing, then you can take Hooligan instead, which is pretty much no big problem for pyromaniac. Alright, so this is the goal of this test. Now let's put them back to the exact same stars, and we're gonna see, so this guy is the one I need to star up. Yeah, let's just go with this. Also, a thing I noticed, it does not tell you when you sacrifice someone that has already stars. I lost a couple pals like that, not gonna lie. I lost my strongest pal, well, workers. I made like, because when you reach 4-star, your skill also level up, right? 1 by 1. So you see right now it's for kindling is level 4 at the moment. And the last level, boom, it will go to 5. You see the level. I'm still breeding Jormuntides because they're the best fire guys. So I want to make a couple, you see, serious, lucky, serious for work slave and artisan. So that's what I'm doing right now, if you're wondering. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, so if we look the base stats of these two, so they should be level 4, both of them. I remove all the working pals in the base, so that should be that. Alright, so this guy base is 180 at level 4, and this guy base is 178. There is a little difference. They were 112 at the beginning, but my fire one has a better base stats. After the passive, you see 297 and 320. This is basically the difference, right? 15% difference. So will this guy will do more damage, or will this guy do more, right? So that's the question now. So we're gonna start with the fire one, so this one. And I'm gonna use Ignis Blast because this is the first spell, and both of them have it. 425. Why is it missing? What? Okay, let's aim. What is happening? Okay, 364. That's not really a stable. Okay, do I have... No, that's the only skills I have in common. When mounted, this guy is pretty hard to aim with. Okay, what... Okay, 422. $398, 428, 374, 370, 422 is the max pretty much. Okay, let's see if there is a huge difference. 370 to 420. Pretty much. Dang. Ah, come on, it has to be the moment I'm recording a video, really? Well, you had to go fly, really? Is there one more? Okay, there is the flying one. Oh, I don't have my it's super laggy because of my OBS open. Alright, defeated. Well, I could have kept the rating. Okay, now they both leveled up, so that just yeah, I just literally destroyed my well, I did not destroy my test because both should still be the same level, but we're gonna have oh, they're still level 4. They did not get any XP. Huh, interesting. Okay, this one is the elite right now. So we said we seen wrong spell. We seen like 417, I think, force hit. 393, 380, 370, 427, 448, 36. 448, 36. Okay. Did I say 448? $440, 422. Yeah, that's pretty hard to tell. Okay. At this level, I think it's maybe too hard to really see. So it's really too close, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna level them up a little bit. You know what? I was doing lucky hunting last time. Let's go to that area. I know. Unless there is, I could go beat a boss as well, but yeah, actually that will be faster. I have my Frost one. Frost is big. Yeah, I'm not gonna go kill a jet dragon. That one is too long. We could go with Liline. Yeah, Liline is pretty close. It's gonna be a little laggy though. I mean, yeah, a little bit. And it's not only you guys, the screen, I don't see the stuff really. Come on, come on. Alright. So she's dark, so she's not really a high resistant unit. They're weak against dragon. Alright, level 33. Oh, let's take the chest. Where's the chest? Life pendant +2. Alright. Learn dragon cannon. They already had dragon cannon in their skills. Also, I have a bug where it say like learn something, but then they don't even learn it. It's not even in their list. Flame storm. Okay, this one I could test maybe a little more. I'm picking elite. This is not my fastest one, but it doesn't matter. This is my damage one versus my speed one. You can also see a big difference, right? Fast boy 900 attack, level 43. Elite dragon 1.7k at level 43. So having 80% does increase, well, with legend and everything, what is the actual percentage? Because I have dragon killer, divine dragon, right? But this is a 70% attack plus 20% with the element. Okay, let's just let's just have the next day so we can see clearly. Alright. Let's see. Flare Storm, Ignis Breath. We could go with Ignis Breath because I think this one, yeah, I think that one is perfect because it's a continuous damage. So this one will be always the same hit, right? Multiple tick, but always the same, right? No, not always the same, dang it. 380 to 420. I've seen some 470. Okay, we could, if I can. Can I see how much health? Am I fast enough for that? Yeah, it's not a good thing though. 470, because even if I. Yeah, pretty sure the other one is stronger. The elite one, the full damage. This one is the not full damage. The fire pyromaniac one, 65 and 10%. Yeah, I don't see a single tick going over 450. Let's try again. Because I cannot look at the full damage because not all the ticks seems to be hitting anyway. Yeah, 450, 460. I don't even know if there was a 460, but I only see 450. 469 on this one. $468. What about the Flame Storm? 1.9, 2.1. Yeah, it's a little less. It's a little less. We can see it. 2000. It's yeah, it's really not that much though. Level 30. It might be a little like, you know, to be fair, it's 15% attack difference and 10%. So technically, if it's stacked all together, it will be a 5% difference, right? Which is kind of what we can see here. So 65 plus 10% fire will be 75, and the other one is 80% full attack. It seems to be stacking all together. It doesn't seem to be 65 attack and then times 1.1 of their final damage with the 10% fire, from what I can see here. So that will be this for this video. Seems like the lucky farming, if you want the optimal Jormuntide with no lose of defense. If you want your defense to stay correct, to stay normal, not lose 15% of your defense, and have the 80% attack, then lucky will be required. But other than that, you can also get just the 10%, right? So you will get similar, but it will be similar of the pyromaniac instead, right? So again, you cannot care about the 5% difference and just go full change lucky here for Oligan, and it's still pretty decent, right? This guy at level 50 will be close to this guy is 2000. Well, it happened to be 2000 in my case, but can be a little higher. But this is also one of the top damage one I had. He had the maximum damage I had in mines. When I did look, I think it's 113 in this case, and this guy is pretty close in terms of speed of attack, because Jormuntide is top, as you can see here. In terms of attack, Jormuntide has 130 attack, and Frustralion has 140. So Frustralion is a little higher, but Jormuntide is in the top 10. And yeah, my next step is Blazamet. Blazamet is 125, which is really not that far, but the difference is Blazamet can have Legend plus Flame Emperor, right? So it means Blazamet can reach, and I think Blazamet would actually be better choice anyway than Jormuntide. This will be again my video tomorrow when I'm done breeding my Blazamet. But yeah, I think the stats difference will the passive will I don't know the English term for that, but carry the difference. Yeah, so this guy, you see 70%, so instead of 65 it would be 70%, and instead of 10% of the fire damage, it's 20% of fire damage with the Flame Emperor. So in the end it's a 90% boost instead of 65 plus 10, or 80 from this guy. So 90% instead of 80%, I think will be better in the end for 125 base stats instead of 130. But that will be the test. I guess I will need to level them up both at level 50 as well and do a full damage comparison. I assume it will be pretty close though. So if it's pretty close, and also I prefer Blazamet personally. I think Blazamet is a better ride than this guy. This guy is annoying to ride. I personally don't like him as a ride. That's just me though, I guess. Maybe. Blazamet is badass. But it also doesn't help that it's my first boss that I captured that I actually quite like. This guy is, I like him. I like his skin and everything. And yeah, you breed a Blazamet with this guy and you get also Blazamet from it. So that's how you can transfer legendary to him. So if you go back to parent search, see Blazamet can only be by himself or Suzaku. So I already have my Suzaku Aqua Elite, right? So yeah, right now he has the water passive instead, but he has the legend Ferocious Muscle Head. So I want these three, and Flame Emperor is on the boss version of this guy. So I will, and he was also already ferocious. So I will have a. It's not gonna be a long breed to reach the elite Blazamet. After that, I will do a couple more. You know, I need to reach 116 to the 4-star. So then I will stop doing these, because these I'm breeding for the artisan, right? So what I want for this guy is artisan, serious, lucky, and work slave. But if you don't have lucky and you want to make this guy as a worker, lucky is giving 15%, right, work speed, but you can also have what is the name that you could use instead? I think it's a 10% though. Oh, I think I lost all of them that had the passive. I used to Conceited. Conceited would give 10% work speed but remove 10% defense. So, but for a worker, you don't care really, right? So yeah, lucky is not really needed for that. It's a 120. Total of this is 120% or something. Artisan 50, 20, 15. So 35, 85, and the last one work slave 30. So 115% of work speed versus 110%. The 5% at that point is not that much. Yeah, anyway, so that's it for today, everyone. Bye.